Hey guys, MultiClassicGamer here, and welcome to the beginning of the SpongeBob Marathon. Let's get our game going here. Yes, I'm playing this on the GameCube player, or Game Boy player on the GameCube, so sue me. I mean, how else was I gonna do this, though? Anyways, we're starting off, as promised, with the origin of SpongeBob video games. Nickelodeon, THQ, and Vicarious Visions, of course. They made the first SpongeBob game. This is SpongeBob SquarePants, Legend of the Lost Spatula. Released on March 14, 2001 on Game Boy Color. So, believe it or not, there's an 8-bit SpongeBob game. It's on the Game Boy Color. So if you ever want to hear an 8-bit cover of the SpongeBob theme, here you go. Yeah, I mean, it's not something I would have, you know, died for, but, like pie, but, it's not too bad. And of course we have Painty the Pirate, why not? So, basically, this game actually uses a password system, so if you ever want to continue where you left off, you need to make sure to memorize the or write down the password that you get when you stop playing the game, basically. So that's how that goes. And for options, we have, let's see, we got, well, yeah, we can adjust the music and whatnot. Just turn it on and off, actually. You don't actually, yeah, there's no dial or anything. You just turn them on and off, and that's it. That's the only options. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Let's get into the game. Welcome, my friends, to Bikini Bottom. And I cannot do the French rare voice, I'm sorry. I'll do my best, though. Let us join SpongeBob. Look out, SpongeBob! What is this? He has uncovered something. Wow! Mr. Krabs will know what this is! Mr. Krabs, I found a statue! By great Neptune's beard! That statue marks the entrance to the Dutchman's underworld. A long time ago, in the city of Palm Bay, there was the master fry cook who ruled with the golden spatula. But Mount Kabluvius buried Palm Bay, starting the grease fires that ended the greasy civilization as legend has it. The Flying Dutchman took over the city's ruins, and his first mate buried the key to the city somewhere in the Goo Lagoon. Wow. Palm Bay. You really went there. Find the key, boy. If you get the golden spatula, I'll be rich. I mean, you would be the master fry cook. Now you better go home and get your things. And so our adventure begins. Press the A button to use item or accept. Press the B button to go to jump or go back. Press up to talk to your friends, like Gary right here. Meow. Yeah, Gary doesn't have much to say like usual. Well, actually, he does. Actually, he just can't, you know, we just can't understand it. That's all. Can I go inside SpongeBob's house? No, you can't do that in this game. Okay. So here it is, 8-bit SpongeBob game. And you press B to jump. Some people might not be a fan of that. You press B to jump and A to use your attack. So, or E, controls are a little different, but, you know, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Actually, it might be just because I just have the controllers like that. Oh, no. Yeah, because you can only toggle L and R and select. That's it. Okay. Never mind. I got Squirrel right here. Ow. It's you. And we got Patrick right here. Duh, hiya, SpongeBob. Yeah. Alright, so anyways, we're going to start by going right here. So, I've never completed this game before. Oh, we can't. Yeah, we can't go there. I think that's actually one of the main levels, but anyways. So, when you talk to fish, they will often have very helpful advice for you. This one says, go talk to Mrs. Puff, which is actually our first objective here. Because there's something very, very important that you get from Mrs. Puff that's totally optional, but I highly recommend getting it. This takes us to downtown area. Press select to view your game menu. So if we press select, in this case Y or L on the game controller, we can see where our location, our objectives, and we can also view a map, which I don't think we get the map yet though. Oh, we do, okay. Yeah. But as you can see, there are 4 areas that are kind of blurred out there. Well, there's actually a reason behind that. But yeah, the map is actually more helpful than you think, this, you know, despite the fact that this is a 2D side-scroller. As you can see, we're in the downtown area, which is where Krusty Krab and Chum Bucket are at. I mean, the graphics are good enough that you can at least tell, you can make out what the things are, what the locations are and whatnot, so... we actually want to... Okay, so we actually want to go left. Because the area to the left, or should I say in this case down, it was on the, below SpongeBob's block on the map. That's actually where we want to go, and that's to the left. So we actually want to go left. So anyways, yes, B button to jump, A to attack. Now, by default, you have the bubble wands equipped. Oh, that's if you pause. Yeah, if you pause, if you press start, you can see your password, so that's how you get back to where you are. But if you press select, we can go to equip item, and you'll see that by default, bubble wand's equipped. We also have a jellyfish net, but these are the only items to start off with. There are a total of 6 items, but there are also upgrades to each of these items. So yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of finding power-ups, which is pretty awesome. You know, it's not a bad start for SpongeBob's video game career. So anyways, let's go to Sandy's Park. We got another fish here, let's talk to him. You can switch items by pressing up and select. Oh, okay, so if you press up and select, it'll take you straight to the utility belt, rather than pressing select and then going down to the option. Okay, so that's that. Oh, we got Sandy! Hey there, little square dude! That was a terrible Sandy impression, I apologize for that. Okay, so coming up here, we're gonna have our first enemy. And it's actually Bubble Bass of all characters, so all you have to do to defeat Bubble Bass is just simply blow a bubble at him. So when you see an enemy coming, you gotta press A to attack. And then you wait for him to run off screen, and then he disappears. That's pretty much how you fight enemies, well, at least the most basic enemies. There's gonna be more complex ways to fight enemies later on. Now the fish here says, press the A button at signposts to warp to other levels. So, as you can see, other areas of the game are marked by signposts, and you press up to select them. But a lot of them are closed off until we take care of a certain objective, actually. It's coming up. So next we're going to go to Goo Lagoon. You have to cross the goo. Yes, that's going to be where we're going next, but we're still going to see Mrs. Puff first. Oh, Larry's right here. Look out for the beach bullies. Yes. Yeah, he's warning about enemies coming up here. I think there's one coming up right here, actually, by the snack bar. Yep. So just like with Bubble Bass, blow a bubble, wait for it to go off screen, there you go. It's safe to go forward. Oh, sorry, sir. You have to cross the goo. Yep, once again. Now you see a signpost right here. You want this signpost. You want to go to Outer Town. This is very, very important. Again, this is optional, but you want to do this. First things first when you start the game. Talk to Mrs. Puff. No, you can't be hall monitor. No, you can't. Fine, here, take the uniform. So, what we just did was we got the hall monitor uniform, and in this game, the hall monitor uniform acts as a second hit. So, normally, when you're wearing just your square pants, you take one hit, you're down to your underwear. After that, you're naked, and you die. But with the hall monitor uniform, you have a second hit. So now, we can take up to 3 hits before we die. That's pretty awesome. So it's definitely worth going for this before you start the game. But now that we have that out of the way, let's move on. So this is technically the first level of the game, Goo Lagoon. You're going to be crossing a bunch of bubble platforms, you're going to be avoiding clams, and you're going to be dealing with the jumping controls, which brings me to the biggest negative of this game. The jumping controls. They are very, very stiff. Like, they just feel very unnatural. And you're going to be missing a lot of jumps if you're not used to them. They take some getting used to. But even then, I can't say that they are positive. Like, having to get used to jumping controls is a positive at all in any stretch of the imagination. So yes, jumping controls are the biggest negative to this game. What do we have here? Yeah, found a fresh pair of pants. Okay, so every now and then you're going to see treasure chests like this. Press up when you get to a treasure chest and you'll get something. In this case, we got fresh pair of pants. If I had taken a hit and was down to my underwear, that would be basically adding a hit, basically. So it's underpants. As usual in SpongeBob games, pants are your health, basically. This is the standard for pretty much a lot of SpongeBob games, and it pretty much originated here. So here we got a spatula. Believe it or not, this is actually one of our weapons. So we already have our first collectible, and that is the spatula right here, but we're not going to use that quite yet. But yes, it is one of your main weapons, so definitely pick that up first things first here. So anyways, I do have my objectives like on screen, like to lead me through the game, because again, I never completed before, so I might not know what I'm doing exactly all the time. So I'm basically just following these objectives. So along the way, yeah, along the way, there's going to be another power-up we're going to be getting. But basically our objective is actually an anchor that's randomly floating in, well, in the high above in the sea, but as the sea creatures would call it, the sky. So that's our objective here, is a floating anchor. But along the way, we're going to be picking up another power-up, so definitely be on the lookout for that too. But yeah, I've played this game like enough that I've sort of gotten used to controls, but I still have issues with them, especially later on in the game. Like, not so much right now, but later on, you're going to have some very, very, very precise jumps to make, and that's where you're really going to get bit in the ass. So sometimes you're going to get jokes like this, April Fools, where you open a box, it just says April Fools, there's nothing inside it. It's just one of the, one of the humorous parts of the game. But here we got our net launcher, which is another item for our utility belt. As you can see, right here, the net launcher. It's a pop gun from the Sandy's Rocket episode. Anyways, I have some other notes about this game, actually. So yeah, it's the first SpongeBob video game and the first SpongeBob game developed by Vicarious Visions, which went on to continually develop GBA ports of future SpongeBob games. Two to be exact, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman and Battle for Bikini Bottom. Battle for Bikini Bottom on GPA was the last game that Vicarious Visions would make. Okay, so here, right, this enemy is not going to go off screen because he's blocked by walls. So what you do to get around this is go down here and duck, and if you duck for long enough, the screen will lower to the floor below you. And when that happens, it pushes the enemy off screen and makes him disappear forever. So that's how you get past that enemy there. Otherwise, you're probably gonna have a difficult time getting to this bubble platform. And right there, see, I just missed the jump for the first time. Like I said before, I've gotten somewhat used to the controls, enough that I can do just fine on this level, but in later levels, it really becomes an issue, because you're gonna have, yeah, some very difficult jumps to make later on. But basically from here, you just want to keep going left, and eventually you'll get to the anchor. So yeah, there's not really much to the Goo Lagoon level, but it's technically not the first level. It's more like a tutorial level, kind of, but not exactly. And see right there, I just fell, so now I got to backtrack back to, the white coral form. Oh god, oh boy, okay. I got lucky there. So yeah, if you fall in the goo, you can actually escape. And wow, okay. Yeah, watch out for the clams. You can sort of duck to avoid them, but it's really there is actually another way to deal with them. I guess I could go ahead and equip that. That is the net, jellyfish nets. You can actually catch these clams, and that's how you fight them. You can't use bubbles against them; it won't work. So you have to use the jellyfish net to catch them. So I'll use that whenever if I come across another one. But so in terms of length, this game really isn't that long. A typical person who's like got a lot of experience completing this game can complete it within half an hour, literally. This game is really short, but for someone with less experience like me, it's probably gonna take more like at least an hour, maybe 2 hours to complete. If I don't die a lot, that is. Which I can almost guarantee you I will. We've already taken our first hit, so we're down to our square pants. So if we take another hit, we'll be down to our underwear, and after that, it's we die. So that's how that works. it's really hard for me to explain how difficult these jumping controls are. It really is, because, like, it's one of those things where you have to play the game yourself in order to experience it. Okay, so we found a fresh pair of pants, so that restores our hall monitor uniform. Now, there will be some cases where it will say you got the hall monitor badge. I don't know if that means that, like, if you're, like, say you're down, your underwear instantly replenishes the hall monitor outfit, so it puts you back up to 2 hits. I think that's what that's for. But otherwise, we just get a pair. Oh, here we go. Here's the anchor. So this will go force us down underground, actually, below the goo, and it leads to this treasure chest, which, as Mr. Krabs mentioned, is the key, or I don't know about. Well, it's supposed to be the key to the Dutchman's underworld. So here we go. SpongeBob has found the pirate's chest. There are 4 oven knobs needed to unlock the statue. They are hidden around Bikini Bottom. Okay. Here's a map. And so, it's going to reveal those faded out areas that we had before. Say, because you can see there's jellyfish fields on the bottom left. There's the hooks, or otherwise known as the carnival in this game, on the top left. And on the top right is, I believe that's the Kelpozoic jungle, and the top center is the undersea desert. And those are the 4 locations of the oven knobs, which are our main objective from here on out. Look out, Flying Dutchman, here comes SpongeBob. I guess I'm supposed to be saying that in the narrator's voice. Whoops. Because the text is white, so you can tell it's not SpongeBob, it's the French narrator. Okay, so now that you're underground Goo Lagoon, your next objective is to get, well, actually there's another power-up we're going to be getting, believe it or not, before we head back to Bikini Bottom, but yeah, basically after that we're going back to Bikini Bottom. But now that you're underground Goo Lagoon, you're going to be dealing mainly with just these clams, and you can, once again, as I mentioned before, you can catch them with the jellyfish net by pressing A while having it equipped. So I think you want to go down, actually, yeah, and you want to go down and then left this way, because that will lead us to our next power-up at the end of this hallway here. Just watch out for clams on the way. So you gotta, like, kind of, you know, walk, stop, watch out for clams. But at the end here in this treasure chest, we have spring shoes, which are, as you can imagine, a high jump. That's basically all it is. It's gonna be helpful in a later level, not this one. But for now, for the time being, it's time for us to get out Goo Lagoon and get back to Bikini Bottom. And I think at that point, I will stop this first episode. It's been a lot of fun, actually. It's not a bad game by any stretch. It's probably maybe average compared to some of the other games we'll be playing, but it's definitely a decent game. I wouldn't say it's bad by any stretch. It has flaws, and the jumping controls is the biggest flaw, honestly, in my opinion. I would definitely give this a try, especially if you're like a hardcore SpongeBob fan, but if you're just a casual fan, I don't think I'd recommend it. But anyways, this whirlpool right here will take us back to Muscle Beach. And check this out. Boy, am I ripped. And then, as you can probably expect, so are my pants. Oh boy, here come the ripped pants references. Oh boy. Oops. Got the wrong weapon. Wait, I forgot I can press up and select at the same time. Duh. So as you can see, we've already got 5 of these 6 items. This one right here, I've actually never got before, and I think I can guess what it is, but I don't know for sure, honestly, so I'm not going to say. But anyways, we want our Bubble Wand equipped, because that's the only way to deal with these enemies. Well, I'm sure it's not the only way, but yeah, it's the easiest way. There we go. Oh, whoopsie, I didn't want that. You actually want to go back to Goo Lagoon. You want to talk to some of the fish, because there's pretty funny dialogue. Dude, are you alright, dude? I think that's supposed to be Scooter, actually. Oh man, it got ruined because the stupid weight's in the way. No, because I ripped my pants. Ha 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 ha, man, you slayed me. Yep, that's definitely Scooter. That is definitely Scooter. Oh man. Great, I'm down to my underwear, jeez. Now he's gonna be ripping his underwear, right? Yeah, he's gonna rip his underwear and moon Larry, jeez, okay. You okay? I guess so. Except I ripped my pants. Oh man. I'm sure my neighbors don't hear me. Okay, now that we're back in Sandy's Park, we're going to, well, first we gotta deal with Bubble Bass again here, so be careful, don't walk too far. Oh, oopsie, I don't want to go Jellyfish Fields. I think that's the downside of using a control stick, is that the game thinks that you're, like it has a hard time telling if you're pressing up and left at the same time. Okay, talk to Sandy. Talk to Sandy. I'm madder than a cat in a bathtub. I lost my hat in the desert. Okay. So Sandy lost her hat in the undersea desert, which is actually one of the main levels that we're going to get the oven knob. So, but as you can see, Patrick's also having issues. Hey SpongeBob, I lost my shorts at the carnival. Can you find them? Okay, so Patrick lost his shorts in the carnival, which is where the fish hooks are. Nice word. Gee, I'm all out of jelly. I bet there's some in the jellyfish fields. Okay. So we can find some jelly for Squidward. Patrick's shorts in, whatchamacallit, in the carnival. Again, seriously, I didn't mean to go there. Jeez. Well, at least you're getting to see what the levels look like, at least the beginning of them. Do I need a duck or something to avoid going to levels? Yeah, find the missing oven knobs. Okay, so we basically have our main objective here, get the oven knobs, and also a secondary objective of getting the items for our friends that lost them. Actually, if you go downtown, I think there's more objectives to... Oh, God. I can only take one hit here, so I gotta be careful. There we go. So over here's the chum bucket. As you can see, Plankton's there. All I want is Krabby Patty. Hey, watch it, you poor freak. Oh, man. Classic, man. Just classic. And Mr. Krabs here. SpongeBob, deliver this pizza to a customer in the Kelpozoic jungle. So now we have secondary objectives in every single level in addition to getting the oven knob. So, pretty much at this point, our mission is clear, and I think that's a good stopping point for this first episode, y'all. So thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time for some more Legend of the Lost Spatula. Thank you. Goodbye.